this video, we're going to look at a particular property that the average value of a function has. So, using a slightly different notation, if f sub AVE of a comma b is the average value of f on that interval from a to b, we're going to show that if c is some point in between a and b, then we can split up the average value of the function over the entire interval as kind of this weighted average of average values of the function over those intermediate intervals, if you will. All right, so mainly we're going to get this by looking at basically as a property of integrals that we already know, and then playing around with the numbers a little bit. So here, this first line is just what the definition of the average value is of the function. Since c is an intermediate point of a and b, we can split up the integral into two pieces at that intermediate point. So we can split up the integral from a to b as the integral from a to c plus the integral from c to b. The reason why I'm doing this first is because I need the integral from a to c to give me the average value of the function over a to c, and then likewise from c to b. Now we're just going to do a little bit of, well, arithmetic, if you will. I know that if I multiply by 1, I don't change anything, so I'm going to rewrite multiplying by 1 as c minus a over c minus a in the first integral, and then b minus c over b minus c in the second integral. The reason why I'm using those particular forms of 1 is because I need a c minus a to be in the denominator for the average value of the function from a to c. Likewise, we need a b minus c in the denominator for the average value of the function on the interval from c to b. In the next line here, all I'm doing is just rewriting this fraction as the top times 1 over the bottom, and then likewise for the second one. The reason, again, why we're doing that is just so that I can recognize that this now here is the average value of the function from a to c on the interval from a to c. This now is the average value of the function on the interval from c to b. And then finally, distributing your 1 minus b over a through the sum, we get exactly what the result says we're supposed to get.